Hi, so I went through all my videos and I realized I missed a couple of things when I was going through the criteria I had to meet. So I'm just going to go through it just so the assessors know that I do know what I'm doing. It's just I kind of missed it. Working with a personal trainer, it's hard to see the bad things because they're doing it right in the first place. Anyway, so the first part is in the OH and risk assessment. And I didn't mention that I did in fact go through the session plan because I was very excited about it and I already knew it all in my head, I just didn't say it. So I actually did go through the session plan. I knew what was going to happen and I was well prepared for it. Next thing was the fitness test, and I selected the sit-ups because we were going to do push-ups, which is a very normal fitness test for most people, and it's a good way to tell if they're progressing or not. But because he hurt his shoulder, I didn't want to push him into doing push-ups because it would obviously aggravate it. So he decided to do sit-ups instead, and with his core muscle, which is still good because it was a minute. We can see progress later on, like with his core muscles and stuff like that. So we will see progress, or we can test it later. And yeah, it's always good to have core muscles when you're working, when you're running around in soccer anyway. So it does sort of, it is kind of appropriate for him as well. With the weight I used, the dumbbell chest press, we already discussed the weight we were going to use. It wasn't going to be too heavy for him, so you could demonstrate proper technique, but it wasn't going to be too light, so it's just like waving his arms around. So we did in fact discuss it, I just forgot to show it. Again, with the dumbbell chest press, I didn't tell him to breathe properly. He was breathing properly, which is why I forgot, but yeah, so with the dumbbell chest press, it's breathe out in the concentric phase and breathe in the eccentric phase. And he had to maintain his core, which again he was doing, which was why I forgot. So things to consider with dumbbell chest press that I did mention: correct breathing technique and getting his core tightened and hard to protect his back. With the single arm row, actually I'll come back to that. With the leg, the lunge, people often, when they're doing the lunge, you tell them to put 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, but usually they do it with 1 foot behind the other. And a very good way to prevent that from happening is to demonstrate it as if they were standing on railroad tracks. And so when you move one leg back, you want to do it on the railroad track, so you're not going 1 foot behind the other. So it's still aligned, but you're doing it with that shoulder width apart. With the cardio, with the treadmill, there isn't much you can actually adjust. The only thing you can adjust is intensity. So the level of intensity that the treadmill is running at, and the incline, which is something that we didn't talk about when he was doing the treadmill. So that's something I should tell him, that there are other options of just going fast. You can also have an incline, and that would increase your muscles in your legs as well. And that's pretty much everything I forgot. But going through it, I also noticed that just in the way I was handling him, my motivational cues, they were just either non-existent or very little. So that's something that I think I need to work on, because I'm not encouraging them more, and a lot of the time with clients, they just need that little bit of encouragement and they just push a whole lot more than they should, so, or can, I should say. So that's something I'm going to work on, because that's something that motivational cues are very important, and I do know this. And yeah, because he was enthusiastic and I was enthusiastic, they just didn't come out in any of the videos. But that's something with new clients. I know motivation is one of the key aspects, and that's something that I will work on with motivational cues. Things like, you know, good work, keep going, just a little bit longer. It's kind of like you're just giving them a little bit of a nudge, and they can, you know, they can do it. It's just a matter of them knowing they can do it. So it's very important, and I will not forget. Anyway, I think that's everything I forgot. Thank you.